Come to Hammes Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs. Nice weather is finally here, and it has a funny way of inspiring home projects. Good news, your hometown lumber store is ready to help make those ideas happen. From quality decking and railing to energy-efficient windows and beautiful new doors, you'll find the products, expertise, and service you need to upgrade your home this season. So whether you're building, updating, repairing, or finally getting started, we're here to help every step of the way. Visit Sigourney Lumber today. Everything you need for summer projects all in one place.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Is it possible to cut your NPK bill for your next crop? Hi, I'm Darren Hefty. Whether we're talking cuts or getting better efficiency out of the fertilizer you apply, changes could be in order for next season. We'll discuss it on today's Ag PhD Radio Update.
Cooler crops make higher yields. This summer is hot, and when your crops are in reproductive stages, they are most vulnerable to damage from heat stress. That's why right now is the time to play defense against the heat with a foliar application of Heat Shield. Fields treated with Heat Shield exhibit crop canopies up to 10 degrees cooler than untreated, with in-field results showing higher yields at harvest. Cool your crops and defend your yield with Heat Shield from Direct Biologicals.
Some guys are really into smoking meat. Some are really into golf. And some are into poring over soil samples to determine ideal phosphorus rates. Weird? Not when it works for your crops. At AgroLiquid, our agronomists live this stuff every day, meaning you get expert advice, trial data, and products that deliver the nutrients your crops need to thrive. Find your weirdly knowledgeable agronomist today at agroliquid.com.
Should you ban your fertilizer rather than broadcast it? Many studies, including our own, have shown that in the short term, you can apply roughly 1/3 less P&K if you banned it rather than broadcasting. Granted, the crop is still going to remove the same amount, so if you don't apply at least as much as what's going to be removed from your soil, you'll be falling behind. But if that gets you through this year, it's certainly an option. If you're going to ban, just be careful about where exactly you're placing the fertilizer. Too much, too close to the seed or young seedling can be harmful. On the other hand, banding's great because there's less tie-up in the short term and there's a far better chance that your crop's roots will run into that fertilizer and absorb more in year one. When you broadcast fertilizer, that's a great way to build soil for the long term, but with P&K, there's an extremely high chance your crop will not find or be able to use much of that fertility in year one or even in year 2 or 3. If next year is a critical one for you and you need to use whatever you apply, ban your fertilizer. Don't broadcast it. I have 3 other suggestions for you if you want to cut your fertilizer bill for next year or at least get more efficient with your fertilizer use. Stay tuned.
Spot less. Introducing the cleanup for tar spot, gray leaf spot, southern rust, and more. Novel next generation Adastrio fungicide broadens your spectrum and strengthens your residual when it comes to foliar disease control in corn. Visit your FMC retailer or adastrio.ag.fmc.com to clean up this season. Follow 2EE for tar spot management in corn. Valid until 1/31/28. Always read and follow all label directions.
Tri-Volt corn herbicide from Bayer delivers clean fields for up to 8 weeks. But don't believe us. Listen to some of the growers who've already sprayed it on millions of acres.
It performed great. We're long past 8 weeks.
The proof is in the field.
And the proof is in the results.
Tri-Volt kept my fields clean from the time I sprayed it clear through tasseling.
Results growers are more than pleased with.
If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense.
They've tried it. You should too. Talk to your local dealer. Tri-Volt is a restricted use pesticide. Consult your state pesticide regulator for specific restrictions. Read and follow pesticide label directions.
Soil testing costs a little bit of money, but to run a Malic 3 analysis like we do on our farm, it only runs about $12 a sample. With soil testing, you can fine-tune your fertility program so you only spend money on fertilizer that you need. For example, if you haven't been pulling fall and spring nitrogen tests, you should. I can't tell you how many times we've found much more nitrogen in our fields than we were expecting, and that's saved us a pile of money on nitrogen. A nitrate-only test costs around $5. Another way to only spend on what you need is with Verify, the software program that can take your yield map from last year, this year, or the two together and give you and your fertilizer dealer a variable rate application map for any equipment brand. That way, if you have areas where lots of yield came off, you can put lots of fertilizer back. Where you had low yields, less fertilizer gets applied. There's no other system and no other way that we know of that allows you to apply exactly what you removed with a variable rate across each field. Finally, when it comes to dry P&K, neither is instantly available. In our experience, with potash, it may be 3 years before the product's fully broken down in dry, heavy soils. Our advice is to always use at least a little bit of low-salt liquid fertilizer. That will give you quick uptake and get your crop off to a good early start. Fertilizer may be expensive, but if you use it wisely, it should still be able to give you a good return on investment. With today's Ag PhD Radio Update, I'm Darren Hefty.